Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a hot take, Screenwriter's Rant on Venom Coast. I like that title, Venom Coast. Smash like and subscribe. Check out my books, link in the description to all my various books. And of course, check us out on Bitchute and Rumble. There's a Bitchute Rumble exclusive today. I get a little crazy on some of those news stories. They're very infuriating. Very infuriating. But, so Venom Coast. I like the name. It's a low-budget feature from Wild Dogs Productions. And it's about a group of people who go on vacation and they're talked into going to Mexico in what apparently is a vintage cruise ship. Or they call a vintage cruise ship. It looks pretty dilapidated. So what I'm guessing is the movie company had access to the ship and decided to make this movie. And so the characters talk some young women and guys onto the ship as if, oh, this will be a cheap cruise, I guess, but it'll be fun. And they get on it, and I guess they do have some luxuries there, right? And they're having a good time, and they're drinking or whatever. But of course, it turns out the crew is going to kill everybody. And almost immediately the characters start talking about, well, we should ransom them. And the old woman is like, and the old guy is like, no, we're going to kill them. We have to kill them. And to balance the power or something. They're just another bunch of crazy psychos. So they kill people, and they throw them overboard. Pretty nightmarish. In fact, I'm embarrassed to say, I wrote a screenplay that was kind of similar to this, and I never sent it anywhere. I got to the end of it. It was the one screenplay I wrote that I got to the end of it, and I said, I'm never going to shop this around. It's a failure. I considered it a complete and utter failure because this is almost exactly what it was. It was just a cruise ship where serial killers killed a bunch of people. And I got to the end of it, and I was like, I don't feel good about this screenplay. I don't feel good about it. I don't think it'll be, make people happy or even entertain people. It's just gory and horrible. And I just said, no. So I've never shown it to anybody. I don't even know if I have a copy of it anywhere. I would never sell it and have it made. I wouldn't want it made. That being said, I will give props to the low budget filmmakers for making a movie based on their resources. However, I don't think this is a particularly interesting movie. It's pretty much like my screenplay. They just kill everybody. They kill everybody, and that's the deal. And, it's less believable because the cruise ship is pretty run down. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything here other than that one room that looks like a cruise ship. Everything else looks dilapidated and why would you expect a fun cruise on this? This woman seems to be the main murderer, and she's very sort of creepy. Then there's this guy with no eyes and bandages. And then for some reason, some guys with guns show up. And to save everybody, I guess. It's like a whole crew. It's like a whole bunch of actors show up with guns. And then there's even more murderers. And then there's this old guy. And there's just all these murdering, serial killer tropes. Like people hiding. And there's this guy with homemade armor. And they're shooting at him. But, bullets are bouncing off. I don't think that would work. Not in the modern day. It just looks gory and an unhappy time. It looks like they're going to kill this woman on a table. I mean, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people. This doesn't look. I like the name Venom Coast. I do like that name. I mean, I got to hand it to you. It's probably a film that could make some money. Let's see. Who wrote this? I don't know if I could read any of it. Man. Written and directed by Michael Fredellelli. I can't say it. It's definitely a low budgeter, I think. So, props to you guys though for making it. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty coherent film. You have quite a cast. I mean, there's a lot of people coming soon. I just don't find it particularly interesting. I mean, I don't see character here. I don't, other than the old crazy old woman who's killing people. Mama always said, "Eat the rich." It's not really something that's coming off as believable to me. You needed to make the rich people real a-holes. And then maybe you could get behind those killers if that's the point. Or the other way is you need to make them clever and you need to make it believable that they would sign on to this cruise and feel like, oh, okay, it's a dilapidated ship, but we don't have any money. Maybe that. Like if you had a bunch of characters who were they were working stiffs, there's no way they can afford a cruise. Everybody else is going on spring break and they can't afford it. So this is the only thing they can afford. Maybe I could buy into it, but it doesn't feel like the story is there based on the trailer. It just looks like a typical slasher movie. You just put it on a boat. And, if you like those, I'm sure it's totally serviceable. It looks well produced, okay acted. It's hard to say. I don't like to bash the actors all the time because a lot of times it's the script or the direction, but I don't feel the weight of any of the characters other than the older woman, I should say. She's not old. She seems to be on point. She seems to be sinister, but I'm not feeling why she's killing people. It is what it is. I love the name. I gotta tell you that name, Venom Coast, the badass name. I just wish there was, something badass about it, someone I could root for. And in your defense, I don't like these kinds of movies. Obviously, I just told you the story of the screenplay I wrote, so I wish you luck with it. Venom Coast coming soon, probably to digital, I'm guessing.